Hello! Today we're replacing our kitchen faucet with the Glacier Bay pull-down kitchen faucet. These are very handy to wash large pots and fill them with water. And if you don't have an external sprayer and you don't want to install an external sprayer, this is the solution to go. These type of faucets are becoming very popular in new construction and remodelers. Installing one of these is very simple and anyone can do it.
So let's start by locating and shutting off the water to the faucet. Next, using an adjustable wrench, you remove the water lines to the faucet. Then underneath the faucet, you need to remove the nut that's holding the faucet in place. This area it's usually pretty cramped, so you may need to make your way in and remove it with either an adjustable wrench or channel locks.
If your current faucet has an old pull-down sprayer, you may also need to remove the weight that sits inside the cabinet. You can do that by pinching this white clip and removing the old weight out of the way. Now you are free to go above the sink and remove the old faucet. Once you remove the old faucet, make sure to clean the area pretty well. I like to use acetone. In some cases, water and soap will do just fine. I always recommend applying silicone to the base of these faucets, especially on the single handle ones. As I shown on a previous video, once you apply enough torque to the single handle faucet, this plate tends to bend upwards, allowing intrusion for water. Now you install the new fixture, and once you do that, make sure to try to square as much as possible. On these Glacier Bay faucets, they come with this quick connect, which first you slide it up as far as you can, and then you start turning. And as you turn, it locks in place and keeps the tension. Now, what you need to do next is a combination of tightening down the connector and making sure the faucet is square as much as possible. This will go on for a couple more times until you're sure that the faucet is pretty secure. You go back up on top of the sink, ensure the faucet is square one last time, and then underneath you give a very good one last turn. One thing I recommend is when you're working through this with the silicone, make sure to wipe it as soon as you're ready. In my case, it took me a little longer between making the videos and cleaning. The silicone actually dried and it was a bit more difficult to remove it. And then underneath the sink, you'll find a tag marking the counterweights. You need to install the counterweights right at the location. And after that, all you have to do is connect back the hot water line and the cold water line. Make sure to read the tag, identifying which one is hot and which one is cold. Now that everything is tightened, you're ready to turn the water back on. And before we run water for the first time, let's remove the aerator and run water so it pushes any blockage that's inside the lines, and then we'll put the aerator back. Now you look underneath and you check for leaks. And as I said at the beginning of the video, these are very popular nowadays. But if you have a sprayer, you can check out this next video on how to make that replacement. And as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. You learned something. For the materials I used, check the description below. And I hope I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.